when we will have the daily press briefings. In addition to that, we are asking the public for some help. We are asking for photos, videos, or any other information that you think will help us in the safety investigation. Please email us at witness@ntsb.gov. That's witness@ntsb.gov. With that, I'm going to take a couple of questions. Please raise your hand. I'll call on you, and then give me your name and your affiliation. No, we won't. The question is, how will we begin? Will we wait until the boat or the vessel comes out of the water? No, our investigation has already begun. We've already begun having discussions, like I said, with our fantastic partners, the U.S. Coast Guard and others. We've begun to obtain factual information and documents. We've reached out to develop a list of people that we would like to interview. And as I said, the investigation actually began before we even arrived on scene. It's just we try not to arrive while rescue and recovery is ongoing. Yes. Yes.
I want to ask you a two-part question. First of all, and I know you're limited in what you can say. Sure. I'll go through that. We'd like you to say more than you can. But can you tell us generally what key questions you want to see answered in this investigation? And number two, can you tell us, give us an idea of who you want to interview?
The question is, what key questions are we going to want to ask, and what types of people are we going to want to interview? I'll take the second one first. We're going to want to interview the surviving crew members. We're going to want to interview the companies that were involved. We'll want to interview, for example, the first responders, certainly the Coast Guard and others. As far as the key questions, that we want to get answered. I think it's a bit early to tell on what key questions we want to be answered. What I will say, for example, there is information that we will want to obtain. We look at the vessel, we look at the crew, the operations, and we look at the environment in which they're operating. So obviously we're going to want to look at training. That includes firefighter training. We're going to look at survival factors. We're going to want to know what fire extinguishers were on board. We're going to want to know were there life jackets on board, were there lifeboats. That's the type of information we're going to want to find out. Yes. The question is, have we talked to the dive teams and have we received information? I think I'm going to ask Adam to talk about that.
To answer your question, no, we have not spoken to any of the dive teams. From what I understand, they're still in an active recovery right now.
Right. And while they're and just to add to that, while they're in recovery mode, that's not something we want to interfere with. That's the first priority is rescue and recovery. Our investigation is always second. But we will be doing that along the way at some point. Yes.
So based on what you know so far.
All right, you've been listening to the press conference taking place live out of Santa Barbara. We're listening to the NTSB, Jennifer Comedy, talking about the NTSB taking the lead on this investigation. They're going to be there for about 10 days. And of course, we are going to continue monitoring this press conference.
We're going to continue to stream this live on ABC7.com. You could tune in there. Right now, we're going to go to World News Tonight with David Muir. He'll have the very latest, of course, on Hurricane Dorian, including live pictures and video from the Bahamas' devastated area. We'll be back for Eyewitness News at 4 o'clock.
We have many times issued urgent safety recommendations when we feel that there is a safety concern that needs to be addressed. So that's something we can and have done in the past, and we don't wait for the end to do that. Yes.
Is there on this type of vessel, would there be a kind of black box that would aid in your investigation? And what's the thing that you think will help determine cause and origin in a boat that's pretty much wreckage at this point?
The question is there a black box? Do you want to talk about that, Mayday Paul? Yeah, go ahead.
Regarding the black box, there is no requirement for a vessel of that size to have a black box on board. Furthermore, we have not been informed that the vessel was fitted voluntarily with a black box.
Right. What was the second part?
What are the difficulties in determining a cause and origin of a fire in a boat that's wrecked and has been underwater and probably going to be a couple days?
Well, we have a great deal of experience when there is wreckage in determining what happened, and that can come through interviews, other information that we obtain. So I have full confidence that we'll be able to determine what happened regardless of the structure. I don't know, but thank you. Appreciate the time.
Few days we'll be doing daily press conferences as long as the information comes. We'll be trying to do daily press. We'll be doing daily press conferences for at least for the next few days, and you can follow us. You can follow us on Twitter at @NTSB_newsroom, where the next press briefing will be details will be put on there.
And you spell Jennifer's last name?
Sure, Jennifer Homendy, HOM as in Mary. ENDY. And she's a NTSB board member.
Adam's last name?
Here it is.